main support line. So this here is showing a pretty good support line through several bottoms, and last time it came very close and it bounced. So this is the weekly chart on the log scale. I usually don't prefer having these kinds of undershoots, but on this one, this undershoot, even this undershoot is allowed. You can see this line has held 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times after that major touch. So I would think this support was quite substantial. And recently, I came now to the 4 hourly chart. Recently, this is as it is showing, it had kissed back that beautiful support line. So I just want to, as in my blog, I color these to make a distinction between channels and supports and resistances of um, different structures. So what happened was here we have a top. So um, I can probably plot something like this. The bottom band is not as accurate as I want to be, but the internal structure is looking good. And the third kiss on the red was a fantastic short opportunity. And in the blog, I posted it like this. So something like this. So from the recent lows, this one didn't make a lower low, and then it went bounce back. So obviously you can see the upper band, despite some overshoots, held quite nicely, which was obviously good for any short that was taken there, and I shorted it. I will show you also why I certainly went short, because of another channel that has happened right here. So this one is already broken. This small little rising channel from these bottoms, it formed a beautiful rising channel, and you can see how many times it has hit to the bottom support before breaking it down. And at the breakdown, I shorted it even more, and I actually tweet these for the ones who are interested in indices. So we broke down this rising channel, and obviously the upper band of this channel has held 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and we're coming down within, I reckon, within this. So this also looks pretty good within this channel. I will show, say, in the orange. So I reckon we'll go and come back all the way down to this internal resistance, or I would say internal support, and then probably bounce here for maybe 100, 10, 15, 10, 15 handles. I can see some internal support and resistances over there as well. So maybe we'll bounce somewhere here, a little bit up there, and then came down. So if I have to show a bit clearer, like this, and then we may bounce, and then comes back all the way down here. Obviously, the ultimate target is here. The ultimate target is this bottom band. So I would go long for a swing long at the bottom band hit. The bottom band is not very accurate, so it may do things like this. So like a double, can do like a double resistance or double support. So it can go things like this. So it may bounce on the first one, or may bounce on the really the bottom band. There are other considerations to be done on this chart. If we look at this side here, so I can see a very beautiful upper band of a potential channel, because a potential, I call it, that there's not many, not really the confirmation hits on the bottom band are not very accurate. We can see there's some supports which was holding this from falling down, obviously the red support and all of the others. If I look at the internal structure, this also looks pretty good. So, oh, sorry, I want to pull this out. So let me delete this one. Yeah, the green one is very accurate on the upper band, and it's very accurate on the internal support lines. So show it in 8-hourly. I think that's a clearer view. So what I want to see is a fall all the way down. So we may hit the orange bottom band, which would obviously would break down the internal support of the green. So it would come down all the way here. It would bounce and kiss back that internal resistance. It would be now a resistance, and then from there on, it would fall back, and obviously the ultimate channel is here. So if this is our internal support, I would definitely expect some sort of strong bounce at the green internal support right here, still within the orange channel, and then eventually break down the orange and come all the way to the green, maybe here, wherever it's going to be hit, obviously. And that's the bearish scenario. Frankly, I mean, if the orange channel is a bull flag, then we should hit all the way to the top again after hitting the bottom. A very strong bounce all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top, which would hold probably once more, came down a bit, and then if it breaks it up, then it would probably head back to the red resistance. It may happen. We cannot really rule it out, but I reckon the bearish scenario for obviously the correction is quite overdue, so we may get a pullback, maybe to somewhere around here. Obviously, some zigzags, and we can maybe pull back all the way to this support area around 1970. That's on the S&P. That's the scenario which may play out, but you can see how channels help quite a lot. I want to go to Euro, the weekly chart. In the last webinar, I showed this very big channel, which gave us the bottom. Although with some undershoot, it gave us a pretty nice bottom. This is a log scale chart. I use log scale also on Forex. The internal resistances are still holding with some overshoot, I can see that it is struggling to go up. That's why the recent pullback. Um, I see a beautiful resistance, which was already hit several times. This is the resistance. I go to daily chart now, and this resistance is much more clear. You can see it has 1, 2, 3, 4, and recently actually 5 hits on the daily chart. And I reckon if this resistance breaks up, that will be quite something. In the meantime, from those bottoms, we have a rising channel, something like this. And recently we went long right here at this bottom at about 1.083, and that was also in the previous webinar. So we have been riding it, and if I go to the 4-hourly chart, the recent sell-off on euro started right when this support broke down, and that's where I exited my longs. I mean, it can be quite powerful. It can give you very good entries and exits. It's just that you have to do it really correctly. You have to have set of rules, which you should adhere to, and and those set of rules can be quite different. I mean, you can hear a lot of trend line analysis. So these set of rules can help you really define your channels and supports and resistances in a much better way. This is obviously a declining channel now. If I go to hourly chart, so I'm getting a bit more detailed. Let me delete this one in order to have clarity. So this is our broken support, and from the recent tops we went all the way here, and this probably is a declining channel which has quite nice the upper band is not obviously confirmed yet, so we cannot call this a channel yet. However, the internal support and resistance lines are telling me, yeah, why not? I mean, may happen, and we may go short at the top band hit, and from the recent tops, I also have a sideways channel which may be forming like this here. So I'll put this in. So the green one is a sideways channel, and the red one is a declining channel. And the green one has beautiful internal structures, and today's top was obviously marked by this internal resistance, and which was obviously a fantastic short opportunity. And even the bottom was caught by the green support. So yeah, as I said, if it's done properly, you can get very good entries. What I'm expecting at the moment is, and we'll see how it plays out, is that it may come down all the way to the green bottom band and really bounce sharply. I would prefer that we hit, before doing that, we hit to the red upper band to confirm a reverse and confirm that that channel, come all the way to the green bottom band and really shoot up and break the red channel. and all the way to the green upper band. That's my my possible scenario, as long as the green channel is holding. I want to talk about cable pound. So this was obviously a very strong resistance area back in 2014 summer. So around 1.7, 1.72. This was obviously a fantastic short entry for a very, when you catch these kinds of moves, you have to milk them. Otherwise, your small losses can eat your beautiful profits. And you have to be, you have to realize that some entries are very high probability, and that short was a very high probability trade. And from those stops, we came all the way to this. So this is again a log scale chart. The bottom band, the top band, very nicely, um, drawn, quite accurate up until this here. And this obviously, if you have followed my blog, this rally which broke out, this declining channel, caused by the UK elections. So this massive rally was completely news-induced, and to my experience, all of these big rallies from the news, they eventually get retraced and close all the gaps, and that's exactly what happened. And that's why the upper band is not as accurate as I would want it to be. But nevertheless, it came all the way down where the rally started, and it went all the way up. So this channel for me is broken, and I reckon cable is in an uptrend. If we get closer to what happened when the upper band was getting breached, it took quite some time to get it up, obviously from those bottoms, and but it pulled itself up, and it was um, making this kind of channel, and it really wanted to get over this. This is the rally start from the election night. You can see how it shoot up, and it came all the way down. If I see this, you can see it touched the very start of the rally, and you can even look at the time of it. It was 10 p.m. Thursday night when the elections results came out that the Tories won the election and it wasn't going to be a coalition. So it rallied very strongly. And it can be a good trade if you want to fade these kinds of moves. Once you see that it's coming down, you can be sure that it will go to the bottom of the rally. The same thing happened in the Swiss franc. Swiss franc, the Swiss franc, the Swiss central bank announced, and it went in a few hours. It lost, or it gained 20% value. That whole massive rally in the next few weeks was faded. So once you see it's getting weaker, if the rally is exhausted, it starts coming down. It's always a nice trade to fade the whole rally. It's like almost like free money, I would say. I've seen it hundreds of times, those kinds of rallies coming back. So what happened is this channel, although it's not perfect, like the upper band is not as perfect, or the lower band, some undershoots, overshoots, it obviously broke up, and we were already going long around here, this area where the rally started, and it's already paid off quite good. And what it is doing at the moment is a bit can be a bit tricky. So this trend line is broken, just as when euro broke down its own channel, and it took a this breaking down. I put my stop losses there, so I left this amount on the table. Well, it's okay. The start of the move is somewhere here. In fact, the very start of the move is here. So why not, if it is doing something like this, like a really a big channel? It uh, may do such a thing, but for that it has to rally very strongly to hit the upper band of first of all, it has to come down to bounce to confirm that we have a support here, and then once it bounces, obviously we would be looking at a breakout, and I can see something is happening here. So it's probably heading towards this area within this channel. So there are 3 hits, and today did the last hit. So there are 3 hits on this channel wall. We may get a rally starting imminently all the way to the upper band, and then come down. Probably not another hit to the. Doesn't have to hit once more to the lower band, but it may, obviously. It's quite a steep channel, so it can come all the way down here, hit again, come down, and then break it up. And that breakout would be a very good long entry. Last but not least, I want to talk about gold. This is in log scale, so we may have channels similar to this. So I do it this way. I have to let some leeway happening here on the bottom band to get some sort of a structure, to catch some things within the channel, and there is some structure to it. If I look at the internal supports and resistances, I can see some pretty good hints that this channel may play out. There is another one, a sideways channel, which is here. Something like this, which points out obviously to 1100 level if the red bottom band is going to be hit. But for the moment, a very short-term look is that this is the bottom very recently, and if I have to plot it through the tops, and some internal support and resistances, of course, needs to be defined. So that sort of thing. This here being quite nice. So if I come here, this line is nice. If I come here, this line is nice. There was a channel something like this, and it broke it up and it got retested once, two, three times before shooting up. And from those bottoms, we had this channel, which turned out to be a bear flag. So the bear flag broke down today. And if we come to this one, yeah, we may be within this declining channel in the hourly chart. And you can actually see that I have an entry there. I have an order there. This is a long entry at 1163, which is the bottom band of this sideways channel. And if it comes within this declining channel, if it comes all the way down there, I expect a nice bounce, which may also break up this small declining channel. And I would be playing for $20, $30 rally. I would of course want to watch how it's going to play out before I exit any trades. Yeah, I talked about the index. I talked about euro, pound, and gold. If there's any questions, I can't see any questions because I'm on full screen. Just a second, I need to exit. And yeah, so David is asking for oil. Okay, oil is a bit tricky, but I can do it. You can do a very short-term one. I already have the lines there. So our main channel was this. But although it bounced once, two, sorry, one, two, so on the fourth one, if you can say the first one, the second one, the third one, they all offered nice bounces. However, the fourth one kind of broke it down, and then broke back up, which is not good. I don't like these kinds of moves. So if it's going to break it down, it should follow through. If it's breaking up, I don't like it. So I kind of say, no, this channel was not meant to be. And at the moment, there are two channels which are fighting with each other. And today's top was marked by the red upper band, which has 3 hits already. And obviously, if this red channel wants to stay there and prevail, this oil has to come down all the way to the lower band and bounce. However, from this top, we also did 2 lows here, and taking those as reference, I can see the potential blue channel, which would take oil to around 65 levels, and that would be that would be, for that to happen, obviously the red upper band has to break up, and that breakup can happen at the fourth hit, and it's ready to break up, and I would like to go long if that breakup happens. If you catch that breakout, you can go long, but if you miss it, usually they come back down to retest, and then you can enter a long there again. You can enter a long there anyway. So don't chase the trade. Just wait for nice, good supporting resistances. Okay. Yeah, someone is asking for the mentoring program. There is a contact contact on in the blog on the right column. There is a contact formula there. You can fill that out, and I can, with your email, I can come back to you with that. Um, how far above do you take your breakout entry? Let me see. So I would normally put the breakout entry here, just at the at at the when it breaks out, you know that it breaks out, and I would probably go just above the red. It's nicely defined, so you can very confidently put your breakout, so stop buy order, right above the red channel, red upper band. So yeah, I do a mentoring program. Obviously, I go very quickly here, and I don't talk about too many about the set of rules that I follow. What qualifies a channel, what qualifies a support or resistance. Those kinds of things can, has to be told in a more detailed way. For that reason, I started the mentoring program. Um, to be honest, June is busy. I'm going on holiday in July, so if you wanna enroll, be my guest for August. Um, I talk about all of these in a much more detail, and that's it. Adding indicators like RSI, stochastic, and Fibonacci channels, will that help? Um, it doesn't help me. It may help you. It doesn't help me, to be honest, because it kind of confuses me. So as you can see, I have a white page, no RSI, no moving averages whatsoever. Because imagine I have RSI, imagine I have Fibonacci's everywhere. I cannot enter with channels because the other things would distract me from plotting my channels or being really being really loyal to my channels. I mean, I really take those trades only by looking at channels, and it really doesn't have to be very complicated. Trading has to be, in my opinion, it has to be simple, something that gives you very good entries and tight risk control. Only your channels, great. Yeah, it's yeah, it's only channels. Yes. I can see Greg. Yeah, Greg. Hello. Um, I, I know you asked me several times about the mentoring program, and I keep sending you emails. You have two emails. I sent you two, three times emails back, but I never got a reply. I don't know what's happening with your emails, but just send me an email to Burak, not as Burak here, but Burak dot Kaplan at Kaplan at gmail.com. Okay. Oscar, just send me, fill out the formula, and I'll talk about what I do in the tutoring program, and obviously I'll give you the price as well. Just fill out the formula. It takes 10 seconds and send it over to me. I'll send you what I do and also the price. One more question: How do you identify false breakout, undershoots, overshoots? False break, yeah. I have to say that it depends on a lot on the market that you follow. So Euro tends to do those undershoots and overshoots, not much. So my leeway for the trades are not that big. But for example, pound US dollar is very accurate for channels. So if it really breaks, if it is breaking out, it is definitely breaking out to me, according to my experience. It breaks out, and I just, exit the trade, or enter the other side. Do you mind telling what percentage you have win and loss? I don't know, DJ Rocco. I really, I don't know what win and loss. I have to check mm, my brokers how can I say, my broker's data information about my trading. But the thing is, my entries are very good. I still, I'm a very good analyst. I'm good at trading, but I'm not phenomenal at trading. It may come across a bit too honest for you, but my entries are very good, and they usually, I think I can say like 70-80% turn out to be a profitable trade. Um, and I'm still working on the exits. So I sometimes chase the trades that didn't happen. I sometimes do the sins of trading, that you don't take the profit and then it comes back down. So all of these things happen all the time, and I'm still working on the exits, which are as important as entries. So you know because not every entry goes to the upper band of the channel. So you have to have some set of rules there as well. But yeah, I have developed in the last 2 years. I feel much better in taking profits. I let the profits run, and I learned to leave some money on the table, and which turned out to be very good. I've been following your channels offer great entries. I would lose 4 out of 10 trades based on your channel. Well, 4 out of 10 is not too bad. So 6 out of 10 is okay. I'm sure you can do better. Good. So you're always more than welcome to my mentoring program, and I'm sure we can improve your entries and exits. Okay, here's my email, guys. I can write. Why am I saying I can't write here? Well, stop losses are at the uh, at the channel um, at the channel supports or resistances, basically. So just outside of it. So when you're going on a rising channel, you enter the trade at the support on the lower band, and then you put your stop loss just outside of the channel. As simple as that. Of course, you have to qualify that as a channel. So that's actually what channeling is about. You have to qualify. You have to know that it is a channel coming your way, and that's what I teach in mentoring. We don't have time to explain all of these, but that's it looks very simple, but it's not easy, I tell you that. I think that's about it. So, Sean, would you want to take over? Thank you very much for coming over. It's I think we had like at some point 22,
Thank you very
25
much
people.
for coming over. It's I think we had like at some point 22, 25 people.
Yeah, I think we're up to about 25 or so. So thanks very much again for everyone for attending. For those that didn't catch the introduction off the top, and my name's Sean Martin. I'm with Aura FX. So big thank you once more to Bouraq for another insightful webinar. We certainly hope that he'll join us again soon. And of course, thanks to all of you for joining us today. So just a couple of things that we want to highlight here. So just be sure to check out the recording of the webinar on our YouTube channel. That'll be available within hopefully the next few hours, certainly the next day. We also encourage you to go online and take a look at our upcoming webinars. Those are always being updated on a regular basis. Like I mentioned at the top of the webinar, please feel free to give us your feedback. You can simply go to the Contact Us page on the website. We're always interested in what you have to say, whether it relates to the webinars or anything else as well. And then finally, be sure to ask us about how you can get free access to PureLine Forex, market forecasts and analysis. The tool is in high demand and been a very, very popular service that we've been offering here. So please feel free to reach out and ask us anything you can about any of that stuff. All right, so until the next one, we look forward to speaking with everybody, and take care, have a great day, and happy trading.